Hey there, my name's Kale Borgo. I am part of the 2019 Community Studies cohort, and I'm very excited to be here today to let y'all know about the field study that I'll be going on. The topic of my field study has a lot to do with mental health. Mental health has been a topic in my family and in my own life. A lot of my friends have had many mental health challenges, and I've always tried to be there for them when times are really rough. The reason I am going to the Mental Health Client Action Network for my field study is because it's a whole network of support for people who are struggling with mental health. And it really does take a whole network of people to support someone who is having these challenges. So I'm particularly interested in the social conditions that create challenges for people with their mental health. And for the past 2 years, I've been doing poetry workshops inside the maximum security jail downtown Santa Cruz. And what I've come to realize is that it's very common for us to use jails and prisons to deal with issues around mental health. Rather than creating the support that people will need to heal themselves, we are locking people in cages for self-medicating because of their pain, for having outbursts, behavioral problems that are directly related to their mental health. So I'm really interested in analyzing these social conditions while I'm on my field study and taking that knowledge to carry it further out into greater society so that we can address issues of mental health and mass incarceration, and hopefully address ideas about prison abolition and how we create a society free from cages.
So hi, my name is Annabelle Jimena. I'm currently a third year here at UCSC. I'm double majoring in community studies with a focus in health justice and sociology, and I'm originally from San Francisco. Yeah, so I first started out as a human biology major, and I went for 2 years as a biology major before I realized I didn't really want to do research anymore. Yeah, cell biology is pretty cool, but there was something inside of me that was kind of itching to do community work. I've been involved a lot with the Filipino Student Association, or which is now called Bainihan, and I taught a class called Filipino Historical Dialogue. And through that kind of opportunity, and also doing internships with the 5210 program here in Santa Cruz, where I taught health justice to elementary school kids, there was a part of me that was kind of just I want to do more field work itself. And so I was doing human biology with sociology, and I realized that was a little bit too much on my plate, because human biology is it's very hard to do in itself, and I wanted some more leeway and more focusing on the work that I'm actually doing. And so after networking, talking to some people who's in the community studies department, they said that one of the best ways to get into public health is to major in community studies because of the 6-month field study component. And at first I was very hesitant. I didn't really know what community studies was. I thought it was just a bunch of people who are angry and organizing. But in a sense, I found a really great community here who are all very, very passionate people who want to make a difference in the world and the different places that we're going to. And for myself personally, I'm going to Boston and working as an assistant at the Boston Healthcare for the Homeless program. And through my position, I will be working in pretty much 4 different departments. I want to focus specifically on immigrant health, and so I will be working as an assistant for the Immigrant Health Committee. I'm also going to be working as an assistant for the Women's Initiative for the Her Saturday Clinic. I'm also going to be working at the St. Francis Foot Clinics, building community within the patients and the community. And lastly, I wanted to know more about how an organization, a very successful organization, works. And so I'll be working as an assistant for the Development and Marketing Committee. Yeah. People should donate to our cohort because we are students trying to make a difference, but we can't make a difference if we can't pay rent. We're all just trying to like do something great in the world and like learn more about ourselves and our community. But honestly, the biggest struggle is the financial burden, and not everyone could afford rent, not everyone could put like food on the table. And if we can't take care of ourselves, then we can't like kind of like do the work that we need to do. And it's really disheartening that a lot of students feel like they can't pursue like a field study because of a financial burden. Like they shouldn't be focusing on the stress of like living and rent when they could like make a difference somewhere else. And it's just so hard for us as college students, as like 20-year-olds or 30-year-olds, to just like live when in reality it's kind of just like it's all been part, like, how do I say this? Hold up. Let me think about that. It's I would say people should donate to students who really want to make a difference. There are a lot of people who just kind of like go through college because like it's forced upon them, or like they just like need a degree. But I think a lot of community studies students, we're working hard in our education so that we can make a difference in the communities that we come from. I think in the classes that we've gone through and just like learned about like the different communities that we're part of, it's really important for like a lot of students to be out of their comfort zone and to learn from people who are not from their community. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I also wanted to go to Boston, is just that I don't know like what their experiences are over there. And I think that's something that I really wanted to push myself, is like to learn what they've gone through, so that I could like for maybe one day go back to San Francisco and like teach what I've learned there in Boston, like kind of like compare and like kind of see the similarities with their experiences.
Hi, I'm Araceli Contreras. I'm a transfer reentry student here at UCSC. I'm also a mother of two. My field studies work will be done in Live Oak, and it's a small community here in Santa Cruz that is unincorporated, which means it lacks in resources. So I will be working with the Live Oak Cradle to Career initiative, and it's based out of Live Oak Elementary. Live Oak Elementary has about an 80% Latinx community and about a 10% white population. So it is really important for the Cradle to Career program to support families, students, in creating educational equity. I am stoked to be there. I'm very passionate about youth development, youth empowerment, youth advocacy. Please support the community studies students this summer. Housing insecurities are really high right now. As for me, I have yet to find childcare for this summer. I can't afford it, so it's really crucial to have your support for us to be able to go into these communities, transform, and create change.
Hi, my name is Gabby Hernandez, and my field site is right here in downtown at the Museum of Art and History, where I hope to ignite unity and creativity in the beautiful city I've gotten to know.
Hi, my name is Olympia Behrens. I'm doing my field study at the Homeless Person's Health Project. We're going to be focusing on how to improve the health outcomes of homeless folks in the Santa Cruz community, where the disparity between the wealthy and unwealthy is extremely evident. Everybody deserves to be housed. Housing is a human right. You know, students or not students, everybody deserves to be housed. At the Homeless Person's Health Project, they provide free medical services and case management, as well as long-term housing solutions to low-income and homeless people. A 6-month field study is a really important time for students to get hands-on learning experience in the organizations that they're going to be working with, and is an integral part of developing critical analysis.
I'm Chloe. We are the 2019 Community Studies cohort. We're going on a 6-month field study starting in July, and I'm going to San Francisco to the Homeless Prenatal Program, and I'm super excited about it. I'm going to be working in the housing department, where helping families get into homes with their new children. I'm also hoping to get into their health services and their family education programs I'm super excited. I've always loved working with families and I love children.
Hi, I'm Maddie, and I'm part of the Community Studies 2018 cohort. And this summer and fall, I'll be doing my field study in Santa Barbara, California at the Pacific Pride Foundation. And what their goal is to create a more fair and just society for LGBTQ folks and folks living with HIV/AIDS. What I'll be doing while I'm there is advising or sitting in on youth counseling sessions. I'll also be involved in their syringe exchange program, which benefits the whole community, not just folks that are LGBT or drug users. It's creating a safer environment for everyone. And I'll also be planning this year's Pride Festival, which I'm really excited about. And that's just a fun way to celebrate diversity in our community and just make us a happier place together. So I would really encourage you to donate because a lot of the field studies are doing amazing work, and we need them to happen because we need to make this positive change while we can. And yeah, thank you.
That was beautiful! That was beautiful! That was fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a very thick beat though, I lost it. I had it earlier and then this time it was just too hot.
Don't make it work.
Yeah.
Look in the mirror, proud of who's looking back at you. Deep find the life you're living. Not by what you take, but what you're giving. And if you bet on love, there's no way you'll ever lose. Take a stand, make a stand for what's right. It's always worth the fight. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. You can't just talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. And I stand up for you, self-respect, dignity. If that's all you got, then you got all you need. And without that, you don't have a thing. Oh, no, no.
Rise up, love, lift your hands. I stand with you cause I understand. Ain't here to judge, just to take a stand. The greater plan's the creator's plan. Let's all rise like the day began. Reach out and touch with the Savior's hand. On rock we stand like this native land. Let the ways of love be the ways